Hello everybody, Pinstripe here. Welcome to this second day of quarterfinals. Here we have Niclas versus ADB, and tonight I am joined by Fab.
Hello.
And Angurio.
Hello.
Maybe for a little while.
Yeah, we don't know yet how much Angu will stick with us, but he's the host, so.
Indeed. And we had some crazy games yesterday. Fab, I think you were going to give us the rundown.
Absolutely, with pleasure. So yesterday we've seen, the first half of the quarterfinals, which I've seen Machetino play against Axby, and Machetino won 3-2. A very heated fight. It was really interesting to watch. And we also had the other quarterfinal, which was Pinstripe versus Castor, which sadly for Pin ended 3-0 for Castor, and maybe that's one of the reasons why Pin will be able to join us. So, not all bad comes for hurting us, as we say in Italy. And so today we're gonna be watching the remaining two quarterfinals. First of all, and this is what we see on screen, it's gonna be Niclas versus adb95, and then we'll see Angurio versus Iron Fox. And the last bit of information I wanna give is, of course, the semifinals and the final will come next week. We're not sure yet the day, because we have to check with the with the remaining players when they're available and free, and we'll let you know as soon as possible when we have the date. You will know in the server for sure.
Yeah, date and time will be shown, and of course whoever goes through in this game will be facing Machetino next week, and then later on with Angurio versus Iron Fox, whoever goes through in that game will go ahead and face the reigning champion of Caster. So
absolutely,
just some crazy ass games to look forward to. But focusing on this one, we're going on hill base first, then canyon, high and dry, and if we do go to round 4 and 5, it will be grassy knolls and square off. So a good selection of maps. And I mean, looking at the lineups here, you've got Niclas with the Medgren setup as normal, the Para Scout Para, so going with a double mobility, which is a good move. Meanwhile, ADB with the Medic Sapper Para Scout Para. So some fairly similar lineups. It's just ADB is leaving out his Grenadier on this occasion. I'm surprised that both are going with the Medic first, because, I mean, thinking about it from a different standpoint, I've tried to look at this map in a different light, because you're not always guaranteed to get the MoMA from the start off. If your Medic is on the other side of the map, you're going to have a tough time, unless you know the climbs, because I know that Niclas knows the shortcuts here. ADB starting off, and look how far away he is from everybody.
Wow, what the hell? Very strange spawning here for the medic. It's gonna have to walk a lot.
Yeah, but I guess he gets the pick of which way to go. It will be going right, and he will be going for the MoMA. He's got about 20 seconds to make it. It is possible. Just needs to take one foot in front of the other. I know that ADB is, well, both players are pretty nervous going into this quarterfinal. It's the playoffs, guys. We all know how it is. You saw my wonderful slip last night, so at that point,
literally a slip, man. That hurt to watch.
Yeah, at that point I knew it was game over, but I had fun, and I'm just pleased that I made it through to the playoffs, and kind of, I said before we started, to remain consistent. So that's what I kind of want with these competitive matches, is for players to take the positives. Even if you lose, you learn from mistakes, and you go into season 4 trying to continue that positivity. But who knows? We'll see. Exactly,
absolutely. And and nothing is gonna take away for more excitement in the next leagues. It seems like it's gonna be more and more exciting. But onto the game,
and plenty more maps.
Exactly. So we actually saw Niclas was able to do the MoMA, but now Angu is already retaining.
Oh my god.
Sorry, no, Angu. ADB is retaining.
Yeah?
That was an Angurio level shrapnel. You have to forgive me.
It starts with the 70 on the Para. And
pretty
we
powerful.
already have a huge bunching up here. But Niclas, like I said, he knows those, I guess, wall climbs. I mean, they're legal wall climbs, because he's not using the invisible wall, but just gets up there on the high ground.
There's really not easy either to do or to see. You do see that you have to move in such a strange way, which is why not many people, I guess, are using this.
Very specific, but now Niclas has got to be careful here because his pigs are now bunched up in the perfect spot for a triple poison, and you know that ADB's going to be going for that.
What was that slip, though? Wow.
Although, he's actually managed to get a body block out of it.
What?
That's a decent cluster. So we've now got 2 body blocks going on, and the Grenadier is left open for jetpacks. So if I was ADB, I'd look to use at least 2 of them here, maybe save 1 for later. We know those health crates will come down in the late game.
Exactly.
That's a solid 40 damage. Should finish it off with another solid 40. Or go with the no, goes with all 3. That's interesting. So I'm guessing he's hoping to stay in this area and use that that quick jump directly ahead of us, because you can get up onto that high ground by using that jump, and that is yet another grouping up of pigs.
Whoa. That was a very fast grouping up.
Yeah.
Sorry, Angu, what you said?
What is happening?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. It's
oh my god.
It's not good for Niclas. He has both pigs now next to Angurio.
Nice.
ADB's medic. And
we see red, we think Angurio. That's how it is now.
Yeah. And it seems that Niclas is going to use that jump as well. Needs to be slightly more to the right there.
Huge. And the slide is so painful because it takes so long.
Yeah. We love snowy maps, but not for that reason.
And very last moment, the strategy change. Very solid, very solid.
Gets the solid 40, but now ADB is looking to. I thought he was going to maneuver onto the high ground. I wonder if he knew the jump pattern, but he does not. So he's going to have to go the long way around, and he's not going to make it unless he can use every. I figured he would. He's going to use every second available here with the. No, he's not. He's going to stand around and throw the poison at the scout, which is fair enough, realizing he does not have enough time. So I guess it's lucky for Niclas that the scouts are so far away, but he is technically a little bit closer, so he can make it there. As long as his little fat legs can make it and he can throw that poison in time. I think so. He should be okay.
And stream seems to be all good, just making sure there.
Yeah, everything seems pretty solid.
Thankfully.
Just whether or not... Yeah. Okay, not even going for the poison, just going for damage. Trying to knock pigs, I guess, away.
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering how bunched up the guys are, these are not easy poisons, so...
No, I guess that was a solid turn from Niclas, because I believe that removes the para that had the jetpacks remaining, I think, which could be a handy move for Niclas later in the game, again when those health crates do come down. But ADB still pretty comfortable with his med, and that Grenadier on 22.
Oh, he does. Oh, he makes the para skip. Interesting. I think he's gonna wait.
I think
it's gonna go next.
Yeah, he's gonna look to get the skip turn. He can get the easy head jump and then get the double poison on the 2 most important pigs on Niclas's team.
Or just go for a triple at this point. I mean, it doesn't seem...
Yeah. It's not going to come down to the scout just yet. He's going to be taking his turn last. So instead, it's going to be just a huge amount of damage. ADB, I think, just planning to get the double kill and all that damage onto the medic. That would be a good move. I would honestly stick with that, because you need to damage the medic.
This has potential to be like 50, 70, 90, something like 90 on the medic plus 22,
Yeah. I think any extra plus damage here is going to be a huge help for ADB, because again, it's slippery, so it's so unpredictable.
True.
Anything would be huge right now, but not good for Niclas. And
that's amazing! Holy!
Oh god.
Well, it's painful for Niclas, but so well executed. I really.
It ended up perfectly for ADB. Gets the double damage. That was at least I think that was 89. I think.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because it was me.
90 minus 1.
Yeah, Niclas again though. He does know the jump, so he's going to go ahead and remove. The poison. Yep. Which means he's going to be relying very heavily on his scout, and he does have, I believe, is that a para? I can't remember if that's a... Yeah, he's got one of his paratroopers left, which at this point I would honestly look to move away, try and maneuver elsewhere. Yeah, it is a para. So again, with the health, That could be a determining factor, but ADB needs to get this position right because he's banking on the health dropping directly on his head. But has he remembered the position? That is the question. And yeah, as I predicted, Niclas was able to delete ADB's other power that still had the jetpacks. So ADB is out of maneuverability.
Oh, yeah. So this might be a late game in favor for Niclas.
Yeah,
after,
you can't rule anybody out. And that's a little bit long. Only 28.
Indeed.
A little bit of nerves coming in, but again, if I was Niclas, I would... I mean, you can't... I believe you cannot make the single flight with the jetpack to the left there. I think that's the wrong one again. Oh, no, he has got it. Okay.
Got it, yeah.
My bad. And he's only got 2 jetpacks left as well, so he's looking to nudge him out of the way and collect it himself. I can't remember which turn it drops on, but that's a decent position to get some double damage and hopefully get the health as well for him, but... I don't know. The orderlies are in battle, and considering that the MoMA has switched as well...
Oh, the MoMA switched.
Yeah. Now Niclas with the MoMA. And keeping those guys grouped together, that is a... Oh, that's a perfect spot for the next turn for Niclas, which will be a double poison.
But is that HP crate reachable with tile skips, or is that untouchable for as much as we know?
On that left side, it's not possible, but...
Okay.
Like, yeah,
No, it is, but
right
it's
side,
really hard.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Okay.
It's not worth the risk, but ADB looking for another body block, and yeah, to poison the orderly. He's already down to 32 health, so if he can remove him as soon as possible without hitting his own med, that's a good turn.
Pretty good.
Will this drop? No, it drops
next time. You wouldn't imagine, but I think Niclas is getting a little bit also, sweating bullets and having nerves racked. He always seems so calm and collected, but I would personally attribute that mistake to... Yeah, but they're still getting it. I mean, come on.
Yeah, still collecting. He just would have liked...
It's a little bit of taunting.
Yeah, would have liked it on the para. So boosted up to 185, and he will get the turn skip here on the para unless ADB has something to say about it.
We'll see.
Because if that is the para next, then that will be an extra 20. And the skip turn on the orderly as well. I completely forgot.
No, it's gonna be the para before, unless the para that died is the one that would be the third one for. Oh, sorry, I was looking at Niclas' line.
It'll be ADB's sapper to go next after this one. So
exactly.
Yeah,
really
so he could head jump, but that's 7 he's got to deal with.
Yeah, that's a lot of head jumps there.
Yeah,
it's not even trying. Just
right now, because of that 50, it feels like Niclas has a slight health advantage given the double poison.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's gonna try and give this para more, damage.
Yeah, if he can get 65 plus damage on that kill on his own pig as well, that will be very handy. Gets the... How much was that?
Oh, look at that! Ooh, pretty good. Oh, but nice. It's already his turn. No.
Yeah, and this would be the point where I would say, like, run towards the center and go for that health crate, because he's got one more jetpack, and I think that might make it, or he's going to use to kill his own. I guess that makes sense too.
So that means nobody will probably be able to reach, the hot zone of the last HP crate. The high hill.
No one wants the HP. If I was Niclas, I would have tried to jetpack over to that health crate and then shoot the bazooka from there, but I know that's a tricky maneuver.
Yeah.
Another solid 40.
Exactly. Yeah, Machetino is saying this game is so tense, man.
So tense,
absolutely.
Yeah. I know. I mean, these two, we've never seen them play in a competitive light before, seeing as Niclas, this is his first season and indeed his first playoff. You'll remember that he got to the rank up final, but sadly lost to Iron Fox in that final, so he is the runner-up. But because of that runner-up position, everyone we deemed him to be a very high-skilled player and just automatically ready for the league. So that's why he's here. And you can see how he did in Group B, finishing with 5 wins and 1 loss in second place.
Yeah, if there is, there is no doubt. Oh, and they get a double.
Oh, cheeky double.
Not easy.
Yeah, and this match, it initially really felt like ADB was ahead, but Niclas has been bringing it back with the solid positioning, the good nudging together of pigs, and the poison again just coming out strong. And I honestly don't know how ADB can retaliate here because, yeah, everyone can now be poisoned. At least try to be. Just the para with the 50 health.
And I think he's out of jetpacks, so at least he can't get more HP, as we said. Oh.
Yeah, no more mobility, but he will try to get those head jumps.
But a lot of slipping.
Yeah, trying to get the head jumps in combination with the damage to get the skip turn. Or at least try and wear the scout down to a point where he can then get the skip turn. He's on 53, so almost. Just 3 head jumps away.
Yeah, he's probably planning to do them afterwards, if I have to guess.
Yeah, with the skip turn from the orderly, that's going to be huge. And, using the Iron Fox strat. Just full power, scary damage. That always scares me, because I'm always terrified that the shell's going to fly over the head of the pig and miss completely, but...
Exactly.
Yeah. But the scout's still on, I think that was 170 there. So he can now get those 3 head jumps.
Damn.
And then just deal damage onto the orderly. Seeing as he got the double poison, the orderly is poison too, so a solid 40 will be very helpful. And with those clean head jumps...
So many skip turns for Niclas.
Yeah, he's sitting very comfortably right now. So double skip turn, and it all comes down to ADB's scout, which, as we know, is not the best when it comes to offensive damage. You do have the reliable 40, but that only does so much in the late game, and now Niclas can just comfortably deal damage.
Sadly, ADB wasn't able or didn't have a chance to poison this para. Otherwise, if he managed to poison everyone before now, I would say, having a scout now is quite comfortable. He's also poisoned, so...
And this actually works very well in Niclas's favor, considering that ADB went first. So going second in the next game on Canyon, of all places.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, it's going to get even more crazy. Because I've never seen... I don't think I've ever seen Niclas play on Canyon. ADB, of course, has, and he lost to me just. It was a very close game. But every single game on Canyon, as we've seen before, has been very, very close.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is going to be a turn skip for ADB. I'm not sure. I don't remember the HP. No, it's way too early. Oh, he's still at 140. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so just consistent damage is needed from Niclas. Nothing crazy, nothing stupid. Just needs to keep on shooting.
Yeah. I thought there was something that ADB could still do, but the numbers are just impossible.
Yeah, they're against him, and it did come down to that health crate. That health crate made the difference in the end. And he's gonna go for the scoop. Why not?
Ending in style.
Yeah. Both of these players are iconic with their number counting and not number counting. What am I thinking? Keeping track of numbers, basically.
Yeah. Counting turns. Yeah, so that's game 1 for Niclas.
Already.
Yeah,
so fast.
It went quite fast.
Crazy. But yes, moving on to Canyon. I'm excited for that one. So we're just going to quickly set that up. So stay tuned.
Indeed. See you in a bit.
Welcome back, everybody, to this crazy match between Niclas and ADB. Niclas, of course, taking that first round on Hill Base, and we move on to Cursed Canyon, which I'm going to be referring to as from now on. It's no longer just Canyon, it is Cursed. We've seen too many crazy games on it, and as you can see, Niclas starting with the Gunner, which I'm very much in love with, Grenadier, Sapper, Scout, and Para, while ADB goes with the Grenadier, Scout, Sapper, Gunner, Para. So a good combination between the two of defensive and offensive plays. I can already see what ADB wants to do, going as Port 2, I suppose. He wants to invade on the one side and just get all up in Niclas's grill, because we've seen that strat used quite often, and it does stop players from taking a defensive standpoint, because you don't really know where's the best place to stand. You don't want to damage your own pigs, especially in the early game. But Fab, what are your thoughts going into this match?
Oh man, well, after the first defeat of Hillbase, I'm obviously glad to see that ADB was not feeling defeated, which is, always good to see.
Yeah.
And what can I say? I mean, I've also seen the games in Canyon. We've seen such strange things happen. I agree with you. This map looks cursed, but it makes good. It means it's good to watch. So
Yeah. I wish it was at night time to make it a bit more spooky.
Maybe it could be too spooky for the poor players.
Yeah, maybe. But seeing as Niclas is starting with his gunner, I suspect he already knows which shot to take from whatever distance. He is pretty intricate at those kind of details, and it is a good procedure to start with if you're starting with your gunners. You need to start by acing those mortar shots, and I believe he is going for the grenadier to get that early damage, which will be a good way of stopping ADB. In fact, if he can limit him to just a single use of that grenadier, that will be a huge plus, and I guess that's why he's going with his grenadier second, because he now can get the kill, only down to 86 health, but we know that's enough if he can get a perfect cluster.
Indeed, and I just want to say, I don't think Niclas's shot was, what the people in the know-how say as prepare shot, because
yeah, I honestly thought it was going to be, but ends up not being the case. But still a decent 34 damage. And ADB,
I mean, I like it when it's winged, so it was nice to see.
Yeah, I guess it. Oh my goodness me!
Very last frame for ADB.
Yeah, and I can sense a bit of panic setting in. This map it always takes you by surprise as to how big it is. You think you're close, and you're like making good ground, and suddenly you have 2 seconds left. It sneaks up on you.
Exactly, because it's not like Bridge the Gap where at least before this tournament, you could assume safely that there is no way to cross it. But because you can, it's just so costly. Yeah. I think it makes things so much harder to manage.
Yeah, and it's a surprising move here from Niclas. I mean, I'm guessing he was banking on the Gren on ADB side, not body blocking. If he hadn't have body blocked, he probably would have gone for the kill. But instead, he's using, again, every second available. Look at that timer.
And it might be a little short. It's still... I gotta say, even if it was short, Niclas found the exact moment when to, as you can see.
That was insane.
Yeah. If he primed it a little bit later, it would have done almost no damage, but he managed to still get, I think, at least 50 or something like that. Even more.
Yeah, allows ADB to go ahead and get the easy poison, which I wonder is another strategy here from Niclas. He's kind of gifting ADB the easy poison rather than having ADB run around and try and get the, say, a double poison on this side, which I know is difficult again given the time limit, but even so, you never know.
Yeah, that's a good point. We can't be sure, but might be.
Yeah, and this is another really difficult position. The Sapper is really not the pick that you want on this side of the map, because any damage you deal here is crucial, and the only real target he has is the... Oh, and even then, it's only 18.
Yeah.
It's not the best, and yeah, down come the crates, which I think is what he would have preferred to get that early jetpack and be able to move over here, but he's going to have to whittle down that Grenadier's health with the rest of his team, or at least drop him down to skip a turn, which is another thing that ADB will be looking to do here. If he can get a solid 70 and then get some head jumps in.
What if he gets a 90? Oh, okay, no, he goes...
I'd honestly nudge him towards the water, try and get extra damage on him there, try and drop him off.
Definitely considering it. But that looks like a strange angle to send him through.
Yeah, I think the bounce should be enough.
Oh, okay. Maybe he gets a little bit of slow speed there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, there it is, yeah. Oh.
Nah! He finds the other shore.
Yeah, but that should be an easy grenade launcher to skip the turn. And this one, yeah, I think, will he just sacrifice the jetpack to deal... Yeah, if he can...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Although it's not going to be enough.
Will he go for the poison or will he go for the head jumps? Because maybe he could head jump and then look to damage. No, he will go for try and get the skip.
So next we'll have to do like 30 something, 29? To like...
Yeah. both
At least
players,
29.
both players having to do roughly around the
Ooh.
same amount of damage.
Okay, guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
scaring me a
Musket as
little.
well.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, Fox agrees as well. Just Sapper is not the right class for this map. It's very circumstantial. If you're on ADB side and you can pinch the mortars as he did with his own Sapper, then he's a much stronger class. But in every situation, he's kind of at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I think they do get in handy later in late game, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that looks a little bit long.
Ooh, yes.
Kind of in between, doesn't hit anybody. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, and kind of a lost turn. I mean, at this stage of the league, that's kind of a gift for Niclas.
Yeah, very true.
Any mistakes like that are just capitalized on so quickly, especially with a gunner. With a mortar, like if you can't get any kind of damage with a gunner, then it's you may as well have just skipped a turn through a tranquilizer, because it's the same thing, same result, and it hurts. It really does. It's the worst thing, because it's like, this is what this class is known for. This is what the best that this class can do is the heavy weapons. But if you can't hit the shot, it hurts your soul.
Yeah, exactly. And Niclas gets the powerful number there.
Yeah, it gets the skip done. Doesn't get as much damage as he would have wanted from that bazooka, but again, he was low on
ADB's
time.
on a mission impossible here. It's gonna be so time intensive.
He should have enough time to get this away, but then the next question is, who do you go for? I guess look to body block the scout and damage the gunner, or anybody else, really.
Yeah.
He gets
Grenadier, there is no way
well.
you can get the Grenadier from here. It's just...
Yeah, it's a little bit too far. And he does get lucky as well that he didn't nudge his own Grenadier down into the low ground, because that would have taken up a lot of time, but a solid 40 removes the skip. And now it's back over to Niclas to try and do the same, although considering that he hasn't taken that damage yet, he can kind of sit comfortable.
Indeed. Also, I'm gonna take this moment to say hi to Castle, because he's in the chat, I saw him. Just wishing good luck to players. So.
Try not to slip.
I am back.
Oh.
Hey.
Welcome back, Angu.
Hello.
Get in. And that looks decent to me. Half power was okay.
Ooh, pretty
Solid
good. Did you see the game so far, Angu?
No.
Were you able to watch? Okay. Just, I mean, you can probably see that the players have been trading blows so far, so I would say it's pretty balanced.
Yeah, but so far, if ADB can get this skip, that will be
yeah.
plus.
And you know what? Let me think. I think Niclas won't be able to do anything about this, especially because it's gonna be left. Yeah, with 10 HP.
Just needs to get it. Oh, there was a moment there.
I did skip a bit there.
Yeah.
You never know with it. Yeah,
that's
there we go.
Yeah, so I guess it's lucky for ADB that he missed that turn, that shot with the gunner, but ends up getting the skip turn back. So we're kind of, balance is restored a little bit, and it's still very even.
Yeah, and Revan says, thanks Angu, stream ruined. Because you're back. Oh, no.
No worries.
I think ADB is very much determined to obviously go through.
Oh yeah,
that's the obvious point. But just looking back at his previous record, season 2. Well, that's a hefty bounce. No water damage though. That's unfortunate.
It looks so good.
Looking back at season 2, he lost to Darrett 2-0. This was before we did the best of 5 in the quarterfinals, but he lost to Darrett in the quarters. So he'll be hoping to push through to the semis, because he hasn't. Well, he got through the semi-finals in season 1, made it to the final, but came runner-up as he lost 3-2 to Caster. But in this season, he finished 3rd in Group A with the most draws I've ever seen in the league so far. 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, and yeah.
He really, how can you say, like, he really worked for the playoffs, so it's only fair that he's playing for everything. Like, now he's playing, but look at that TNT from Niclas, holy.
5 damage as well, just the extra splash. There was the fall damage that really aided him there, because if that hadn't happened, he might have survived.
Yeah, And I think it would have been very important even if the pig would be limping, because there's someone on the shore. So
Yeah.
very huge TNT from Niclas.
Yeah.
Oh no, what is...
He's angling it up. He's getting it ready to then collect this crate so that Niclas doesn't have access.
I hope he gives a quick look on top.
Yeah, I gotta look up.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, what? I don't know. I don't trust the blimp. I don't trust the blimp.
I cannot hear it, at least.
Yeah, still.
Oh, look at that!
Oh,
That's a
solid.
nice...
And an extra 7 as well.
I think it makes up for that last lost mortar turn, basically.
Very much so. But both these pigs over here, Niclas with the scout, and EDB with the para, both still full health. So you've got to see some poison. But that's a tricky shot down there to get that scout. I think he's going to maybe try and, I guess, collect the crate first, and then maybe he'll go for the para, because it's honestly too far to drop it anywhere else. He has to go for the para here. Play it safe. It looks like he will be doing that. Yes.
Indeed.
Prove me wrong, Niclas. We'll see. But yeah, just some solid poison damage, and both players making sure to remove any resources on the map in those crates from each other. And that will be a drop down, so a little bit of time will be taken here. ADB just trying to make sure he's nudging him towards that para.
Oh my god, that is not enough push.
What is this terrain? Oh, that's so unlucky.
I think ADB felt like this would be happening, because you saw how long it took to ignite that jetpack. So
yeah, and if this drops in, that looks good. And some fall damage. There we go.
Pretty good.
Nice bounce. Solid down to 29. So I think if I was Niclas, I'd drop my health down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To 20, to 15 or to...
Yeah, 15 odd.
From 29 to 15, that's painful, honestly, but what else would you do?
Try and avoid those poisons. But then again, if Niclas can take out the scout here, he won't have to do that. And
that is true.
Does get the water drop as well, so avoids any kind of delay. Goes to the other side. That's a good maneuver. He does lose a bit of time, but as long as he can get this on target, which
oh my god,
he does. Oh,
perfect.
This is giving me anxiety, and I'm not even playing anymore.
The guys are really optimizing. They're pinching the seconds, which is insane.
13 health left, so that was a solid turn from Niclas, but the double could be made here from ADB. You know he's going to go for it.
It looks so hard, honestly. From this side, like from the other side, maybe. And I think he's going for it. It's going to go on the other side. Smart play, but it's going to be still hard. Look at that.
Yeah, I'd have gone from that corner. I thought he was going to go from that corner, but instead, no, that's too far.
Oh,
you can only go for the one. I'd go for the gunner because he's got less health, but...
Oh my god, that's painful, because that guy would have been so nice to poison.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go from the other side. Very confusing, but either way. At least he gets one of them.
But Niclas doesn't go below, so that might be a mistake. Because, I mean, unless, you know, he takes care of ADB scout before.
Yeah, if you can get a 90 here, give us a 110.
Oh, please no. I mean, Angurio might be happy about it, but
have you hit one of those? Oh, that almost. I felt like it almost did. Yeah, has anyone hit a 110 in the league so far?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Wait, there was a game. I think Axe by Pin, where Pin probably did a 90 with a mortar. Could it be?
Oh.
On no, it was me.
Was you okay?
Yeah.
On mission, what is it? Mission 3, like the map of mission 3.
Oh, okay.
Or mission 2.
Every mission.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, this should be a kill, an easy kill for ADB. That looks a little bit long.
Oh, crap.
Oh, that's just about gets the 27. And the slip down.
The melodramatic slip down.
Yeah, but you can really feel the tension between these two right now. It is neck and neck. Yeah. The gunner on 47.
Full HP.
Pesky on 105, and of course ADB still has his scout on 13, but because this, again, it comes down to the scout has the most health and mortars. So if Niclas can make do with that extra 10 health, if he can really make it work here, that is going to do him wonders. He just needs to remain consistent, and yeah, look for goes for the 360. 360 no scope mortar. Angles it up again just to make sure. That looks a little bit long.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a slope there, but still,
yeah,
long.
Slightly too long. 32 though. 8 less than it could have been, but the extra 10 from the poison does the work for him. So 29 on the gunner. Still 140 on that scout.
Well, once again, so tight. It's gonna be a numbers game.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to it. But I feel like the poison. That's a solid 40. I feel like the poison is really gonna be plus here for Niclas, considering that, like I said, his scout has the most health. And he is now all out of jetpack, so he can't get the easy kill.
And I don't think that you can go for an out of bounds. Oh wow, what is he?
He's making sure he doesn't get his turn lost. So even though he had plenty of health, it was an easy number for ADB to get the turn skip.
Interesting.
So now he's basically said, if you want to kill me, you're going to have to use the turn to do it.
Yeah, I mean that's a smart play, because we're pretty sure that ADB would have done it, but
yeah,
that kind of means he's losing a turn anyway.
Well, it basically means that his next turn with that para, I mean, ADB is going to look to get that 5 head jumps, but from there that's going to be a little bit time consuming. It is possible, but yeah, he's basically trying to ensure that his next turn will be a kamikaze. But again, I don't see ADB getting it in time, because yeah, he goes for the backwards head jump. Oh my goodness!
Oh no!
What a way to do that!
Worked.
Beautiful, and the shot as well to get the kill.
Perfect. Wow!
And all of a sudden, it is basically a 2v1, but he slips down. No, he's slightly too far away, and there's not going to be any damage there, but. The fact that he was able to do it and finish with the backwards head jump. Just needs the 1 head jump, though. It is still possible. And
well, it's gonna be hard with this guy, but
yeah, I would try and do the same thing. Go for the mortar, go for the extra damage. Yeah, go for the head jump, get the 50, and then he should have the game set and match, because his next turn will be with that para, who will be left with 1 health, but he now needs to ace this with 3 seconds on the clock. Can he get this on target? 1 second. That looks decent.
A bit far, maybe? No, it looks good.
It's good. My God. He's done it. He has got the skip turn. Would you believe it?
Oh my God.
Wow. So that basically means that game 2 on Canyon goes to Niclas. It came down to that final turn.
My God. Look at him, how happy he is.
Unbelievable.
I didn't expect this turn of events. Looked like, I don't know.
This should be a self kill, to try and get that extra damage. But either way, I kind of called it too soon, because he still has 47 health. But this damage should be enough, and it's going to be too much for ADB to dish out in a single turn, and it drops perfectly.
Oh my God!
For that extra damage. So I called it too soon, but it worked out anyway. It came down to the final pick. And yet again, it is the scout who reigns victorious. So Niclas takes round 2, 2-0 up, as we head in to high and dry. Oh.
Indeed. Stay high and hydrated, guys. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody, to round 3. Moving on to high and dry here. It will be ADB to go first on this one, but as you may have read in the chat, apparently Niclas has a decent counter to the MoMA, which is roughly what ADB is looking to do. Both players starting with the med going first. As you can see, Niclas with the scout para, sapper para, and ADB with the med para, sapper para, sapper. So heavy sappers for ADB, looking to get that water damage, but apparently Niclas's water game on high and dry is very strong. What are your thoughts going into this game, guys?
I'm going to start. I always start first, so... if you have something to say about this next game on the Hydra.
I just want to say that ADB last quarterfinals. He lost on this map, so I hope it is not gonna end in the same way.
Against Darrett?
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, and Revan was saying in chat that he called Niclas kind of like a Daro 2.0, which I don't think it's fair for Niclas because he's a beast of his own.
Yes.
But, you know, there are many parallels that you can draw, especially in this specific game against ADB. So...
That's true, and that's a slightly unlucky start there with the speed pigs in our line, because that's a easy maneuver for a power to nudge them together. So he's going to have to maneuver as well, because the orderly is on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to take a little bit of time. Should make it in time, but I'm just looking at Niclas's lineup and just thinking about when those powers are going to come into play to break up the moment, because my thinking is always jetpack in between the two and then damage the medic, but he really needs to get a move on here. Only 5 seconds remaining, and should just make it in time with a second left. Despite
the very unlucky spawn, ADB gets it. So.
But see, my other thinking here as well, seeing as there are no grenadiers here, if I was ADB, I would have looked to just tranquilize but not get the body block, because now he's going to have to... Okay, I thought he was going for the medic, but I would have not got the body block on the med, still got the tranquilizer, and then looked to just dish out the damage onto that medic with my next turn.
But does he know about this, like, MoMA reversal on this map? I don't think he does.
I don't think so, no.
Not reversal. We know that it breaks the MoMA. We'll see.
It's going to be a lot of time. Plenty of damage.
Strangely enough, ADB did not get the water skip.
Yeah. But even so, down to 42 health, so that was a solid 92 damage there.
Oh my.
Quick mouse. Let's go.
Nice.
But we should see the double poison, which will play nicely into Niclas's hands, considering that the medic for ADB is on the other side of the map now.
I know this is daydreaming, but I almost see a triple over here.
You can see it on the horizon. Do you think? I don't know if he's going to go for it.
I mean, technically, oh my god! No way! Oh my god!
Oh baby!
Niclas just saved some bacon for ADB. What the hell?
You think, is it enough power? It looked a bit short, but just rolled along perfectly.
Yeah. And to do that to ADB, the king of poison, it's just disrespectful, man.
That was like a wet fish slap in the face.
Exactly.
Me. Niclas is ADB 2.0 apparently. That's what
it's everyone 2.0, yeah. Machetino said it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He triple poisoned the poisoner. Oh
no, not that.
20 on himself. I don't even know how much damage that was onto Niclas. It doesn't seem to be going well for ADB.
Lucky. Third map, and I did play against Niclas on this very same map, and I gotta say, it wasn't a pleasant experience. So I feel like I'm having a flashback right now.
I can imagine. But yeah, Niclas doing as expected.
Oh, there we go.
Like I said, separate them with the jetpack, and then look to dish out the damage. Ooh.
But will he get the full damage? Like,
go for this. No, yeah. I guess scoop isn't the. No, is that?
Oh my
goodness me! I thought it was too long, but.
And the angle is exactly the worst that could happen for ADB. Look at that!
29 health left. Yeah, boxing with the health on this map screws over scouts. Well, sometimes that's needed, right?
Yeah, and it's really, I like to say it comes at a cost. These health rates really, considering they're usually a 10, considering there's so much water around, it's still not free, so...
Yeah, and they kind of become a thing where it's like no one really cares about the amount of health gained. It's more just being able to stop the poison.
Very true, very true. Works like a bandage.
Yeah, and it's a decent maneuver from ADB that will be a
I like that.
And it will be a little bit of damage onto himself.
Yeah, like a 3 maybe. Oh, fine.
Although that is now a magic number for the scout.
Wait, was that a 114 with a shrapnel on this guy?
Oh my god.
I think so.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
My goodness.
How could it be? Oh.
He
Someone
didn't
needs to-
do damage from
14.
anything else, so yeah, I think so.
Someone needs to watch it back, because there was like a snapshot of being able to see the damage onto the sapper before the camera changed, but if you get a 20 here, that will be a big plus, only the 10. Ooh, needs to get the jump. Not quite.
Oh, not the right jump.
no.
Oh my god.
And now he's on the magic number to be potentially poisoned.
Indeed.
But that should be, again, hefty damage coming in, and I guess
maybe
up again.
Oh.
Is he going? Yeah, he's going to roughly the same location. So
Wow.
33 and 24. Pesky's poisoned as well, down to 125. And yeah, Niclas does have the scout, ADB without the poison. So I feel like that could be the massive game changer in this one. I mean, we've already seen from that triple poison it's been destructive, but ADB still fighting on.
Yeah, this has a lot of potential though. There is a lot of water, considering that the island are never seen by the pigs. So.
Niclas just started so strongly, and I think that triple poison just...
Oh yeah, it was already at 42. Never mind.
completely turned the game around.
Yeah. Negates the advantage of the first player here completely.
Yeah.
Again with the dice.
This is going to be it with the poison onto the med. He's going to try and poison the medic without hitting his own pig, but that's a tough call. Because he's going to use this far side and then just kind of bounce it along. So he's going to try and throw it more to the left so it's away from his pig and try and catch the orderly, but they are so close together.
Yeah, it looks extremely hard.
Both of those pigs, both Jetski and Snowski, are in line, so he just needs to make sure. Can he do it? Oh my god, he only got the med! No way!
Insane. Still gets the most important one. Yeah.
That is going in the top 20 plays of the league this season. And the extra damage.
And the water damage.
Extra damage. Will he? He's back up.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's painful.
What?
No way.
How is this humanly possible? I don't know.
Niclas showing his true strength.
OMG, says Machetino. Yeah, man.
Goodness me. So yeah, now he can get the extra damage onto this guy, try and nudge him towards the water again. He's probably going to finish with a scoop, if I'm honest. If you can get him right on the edge.
Yeah.
Just go... Oh, actually, no, he does enjoy the bazooka nudge. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. Nudging a pig into water, the bazooka nudge.
Yeah. A gentle nudge with a giant bullet.
A nice, quiet 34 damage, down to 38, but he can get the extra turn skip with a grenade launcher next up. And the health gain as well. Oh, it's not looking too good.
Nope.
And
not a bit.
If I was playing against anyone who had a scout right now, I would drop this guy in the water, but ADB, like I said, no scouts, so no threat of poison for Niclas.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, again, look to get that grenade launcher. Just drop it in there. Instead, goes for the TNT, which I guess is a decent maneuver too, because he wants to get the extra damage from the water, and this guy's still on full health. So again, that will be huge damage. And yeah, don't forget, again, the scout still on full health. Time and time again, we see it now. The scout is just quietly sitting in the corner, being undisturbed for most of the game. And usually goes forgotten until the very end, and then you're like, oh shit, this guy's still got full health. What am I going to do?
Just when you think everything is set up and done, but no.
When you feel so comfortable and when you've dished out damage across the board, but you've just forgotten about that one scout, which I think ADB is now going to try and take care of. I mean, I know in the back of his mind he knows he's there. Yeah. He knows he has to deal with him, but from our perspective, he just sneaks up on you. You're risking it with the shrapnel. He needs to get the lucky bounce.
Yeah, and he angled it as if it was a poison.
Destination and
he had he probably is gonna ask for a rewind angle. If you wanna jump in.
Yes, I will. Be right back.
VAR is gonna check that, and we're probably gonna get the rewind.
Yeah, indeed. There we go. A minute. Hopefully there is enough
Yeah.
footage to go back. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully 4 seconds will be enough.
Yeah. That's
Should be.
But the fact that we have that function, I love it so much.
Yeah. It really saves lives.
Yeah. Again, not
the
massive
angle
amount of
is
time, but still decent to get it away. And
okay.
30. Okay.
You could. I mean, there was a chance to get the. I like to call it the Machetino shrapnel, which sometimes hits from the bottom. I don't know if you've seen some games. Yeah. It just happens.
Yeah.
You can do a trick shot from the bottom part of the Xbox, but still.
Yeah. Both pigs over there on 38 health, but it's again the decisive health of the scout that's keeping things in Niclas's favor, and the skip turn here. Yeah. So long as he can get this at least 28 health or more, and gets the kill. I mean, not the worst.
Unexpected, but not gonna change much, honestly.
Well, you never know. ADB still has the 95 HP sapper, so there's still a chance for damage, and both of these pigs are on low health, so I would not rule him out by any stretch of the imagination just yet. And
interesting, they don't go for the HP crit at the center of the map. They don't seem to want to.
Yeah, that might come in a bit later, but he's looking to get the scoop on the scout. I thought he'd go for the double kill and try and get the bazooka on the paratrooper, but he does get the kill on the sapper, gets the 40 on the scout. He swims a long way, so that's going to be big damage here for Niclas. And suddenly, the tides are turning a little bit in ADB's favor.
Very true. It might actually be not as trivial to have lost that skip turn as I might have thought at the beginning.
Niclas is really gonna want to hope for, or if he was going to go for those health crates, to hope for the health to be 20, but dropping himself down now to 40.
Yeah, which is
I'm just looking at that sapper at 95 health is so annoying, and he's going to need to smash everything he's got into this sapper right now with barely 10 seconds left. It's going to be very close, so he might have to go for the scoop.
Oh, he gets the water skip, of course.
The water skip. That's a good maneuver. And
so nimble with his fingers.
And gets a little bit of damage on himself, but that is exactly what he will have needed. Down to 17 health now, but that means that ADB will have a chance to kamikaze here. I mean, he can get a kill on either of these pigs.
Yeah, could do a nice shrapnel kazi here.
Yeah, but I think he has to kill himself because a skip turn is going to be way too expensive for him. So just taking himself out in the process, he is going to go...
the indecision, the nerves.
Just such a tough position to be in, and he's only got...
it goes for the TNT. Yeah, it makes sense. There's a lot of water that you can do.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Saving it to the last minute and taking himself out in the process.
Strange positioning though for his own pig.
Yeah, just taking him out to avoid the skip turn. Yeah, but gets the kill, and it comes down to the 1v1.
Oh yeah.
But Niclas just needs to make sure that he gets this shot on target. And I believe that should be enough, as long as he gets the full amount of damage here. I believe. Yeah, 38. So just needs to get it on target.
Yeah.
Not kill himself or damage himself in any funky way.
Wow, damn. It was so close, but...
all 39. With that, he knocks out ADB in the quarterfinals yet again.
Wow.
Progresses through. He has progressed in rank up. He continues to progress in the playoffs. So he will face Machetino next week. And final thoughts on that game, guys, because that was... I was hoping to go to Grassy Knolls and square off, but we'll be seeing that in the next map, in the next game, I should say.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, this was an unexpected turn of events. I'm not gonna say that, there was no possibility for Niclas, but come on, he just swiped the floor this time. Didn't expect that, but again, Niclas had the smart plays, but not only that, he just knew what to do, and he seemed unstoppable. So, I don't know, ADB played very good. It's just, what can you do against, a steel wall? I don't know.
Yeah. And go final thoughts?
Yeah, I was not expecting neither this 3-0, but I think there should be no shame in ADB because he played really well, and
Yeah, he didn't slip over at all either. That's always a plus.
And yeah, but Niclas played a bit better, so that's
yeah, that's the deciding factor. But yeah, strong plays from both, but Niclas maintains his calm because that final round, there's a lot of pressure to win that last round, and of course, ADB trying to get a foot in the door again. Came down once again to the final two pigs, but it is Niclas who goes through. And stay tuned, because up next, it will be our man Angurio taking his spot up against Iron Fox.